Hello, this is Fear Dragon coming at you with another StarCraft 2 netcast. Today we have another game from the round of 16 of the late night Quickie. I did say in a couple of previous videos that it was a tournament hosted by Homestar Heroes, but I was a little bit mistaken, a little bit of miscommunication, but no worries. This was from the late night Quickie number 2. So slap, let's go ahead and introduce the players in this round of 16 game on TPW Artifice. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the green Protoss player. We have casted one of his games in the past. Can he proceed on to the round of 8? His name is Bennay. And his opponent in yet another Protoss versus Zerg, we're going to be seeing in the top right hand corner, the purple Zerg. Will he be able to get the golden cup in this tournament? His name is, of course, Golden. We do see a very early pool coming down from Golden. That is, I believe, around 9, or it might have been a 10 pool. I was not paying full attention, but still a very early pool from Golden. So opening up with a little bit of all kind of cheese. Oh no, did Bennay not notice this? His probe is just running across them. There it is. Now he's running back, and oh my god, how is he reacting? I have it on his vision right now. We're going to see. It looks like he does realize it. He's throwing down the gateway. He's going to try and get a complete wall off before this oh no, the drone can do a great job blocking this wall off from happening. If he does a bit of control, this can come down to whether or not Golden can break this front before a cannon gets put down. But we see the probe returning from scouting and putting down that second gateway. Meanwhile, the drone was unable to block it. At least this drone will be able to delay any kind of nexus from going down for a little while. But we do see that first cannon going up. It's going to be very well prepared for any Zerglings coming out. But unfortunately for him, there are no Zerglings coming out at this point in time. He actually is just using that spawning pool to do a little bit of mind gaming, getting that queen out very early, and now he can just safely expand. Now, you have to think about this from Bennay's position. Think about, where is his probe? He sent out his probe to scout, right? But where did it end up going? It ended up coming back and building this gateway over here. So now what ended up happening? The probe is now stuck on the inside of this completely walled off Protoss player. Now if you just were the Protoss player and you thought, oh man, the Zerg is about to cheese me. Oh man, I gotta prepare. I gotta throw down my cannon. I gotta, like, you know, I gotta get out my zealot. I gotta cut probes everywhere. And meanwhile, the Zerg player is at home building drones, expanding, not making a single set of Zerglings. Now, he is still a little bit behind on those workers. But you can see only now is that Nexus going up. He forced 2 gateways and the cannon before the Nexus went up. So not 100% ideal, but I think it still might work out for him. He's certainly not behind, but it was a nice little tactic from Golden. We do see the Zealot, who is going to go ahead and come out, but the Queen should be able to handle the Zealot as long as there's no really good target fire going down on any of the drones. No, it doesn't look like it. And this Queen, I'm pretty sure a Queen can kill a Zealot, and there it looks like the drone's getting involved, and they will be able to clean up that Zealot without too much of a problem. A little bit of lost mining time there, but totally worth it for Golden to make sure he did not lose any more units. And we do see 4 Zerglings forced produced over there. So nice little win from Bennay, just kind of saying, hey, you try and put pressure on me, well, I'm going to put some actual pressure on you instead of this fake pressure, because I have real units. But we're going to have to wait and see how this game proceeds. We do see that there are both gases being taken. The Cybernetics core are being thrown down. So Bennay looking to be in a fairly decent position at this point in time. He is still up ahead in that worker count. But we do see Zergling speed being researched. The second Queen coming out of that natural expansion. And we should be seeing... Oh, wow. Actually, wait. 2 gas geysers already. A very interesting play. It looks like... I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think that Bennay might be about to be Baneling busted. So this is going to be very interesting to see if Golden does decide to go for that. I'm not too sure if it's going to be 100% successful, as there's this one cannon out here, and there is a pretty hefty wall off of just Gateway and Forge. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do this. It looks like, yes, Golden is just producing Zerglings at this point in time. Getting that Zergling speed. There is the Baneling nest, so we are going to be seeing that Baneling bust. Getting that extra second gas geyser. I'm not sure if he actually needed this, but it will allow him to get a little bit more gas that he might end up needing to fully bust down that wall in time. Hopefully he does have this build ironed out a little bit better than I do, as I've never really done this before, and you know, I don't see this too often, especially after a follow-up from a 10 pool. But we do see the Zerglings coming in and poking around there. This Zergling is going to get a good idea of exactly how many cannons are there, how many units are there. We can see that, oh no, Bennay doesn't actually have any extra units coming out. So this actually could end up working out for Golden. We're going to have to wait and see. We do see the Twilight Council already finished up, and a couple of additional gateway units gateways being thrown down. Warp Gate should be finished up pretty soon. So if he does decide to chrono boost that out, get these gateways up, which might actually get Baneling busted, so they might actually be knocked down. That would actually be a terrible situation for Bennay, where he is just waiting on 3 gateways that are not even completed to try and warp in units from. So this could actually end up working out for Bennay, but it's going to come down to whether or not these Banelings are going to be able to bust through this wall. I don't think that this is enough Banelings to bust through, though. We're going to have to wait and see. We do see one more Baneling being morphed, but is it going to be enough? We can see that a gateway has 1,000 HP between shields and just general health. And we can see that these Banelings will be doing 20 damage. So he's going to need a lot of Banelings to be able to knock down these gateways, which are now being warped into, or more warped into warp gates. Oh my god, why was that so difficult to say? But that will mean that he will have that first round of units, and there it is. Where, oh wait, where is it? You can see in the production tab that the 6 stalkers were warped in somewhere. Oh no, it looks like those stalkers were actually warped in over here aggressively. Bennay was about to put on some pressure, but now it looks like none of his units are prepared for the Zergling run-by that is about to go in, and it looks like now the Zerglings are going to be in the main. But fortunately for Bennay, he does have those 6 or so warp gates already finished. He will be able to warp in a couple of Zealots to deal with these Zerglings, but will too much damage have occurred from this Zergling run-by? We do see that the Zerglings are just trying to pick up the remaining Zealots. There are 3 more Zealots over here not doing their job, and the Stalkers are going to make it back in time. No, the Stalkers are just going ahead and doing as much of an aggressive play as they can. A couple of Zerglings will be able to clean this up once he does go for it, but he has to make sure that he's paying attention, and he does manage to pick off those Stalkers before they do too much damage to that hatchery. He cannot afford to lose that hatchery in this game. If he loses that hatchery, I have to say it's going to be GG. He's already in a very, very rough position. He's already down so much supply, 30 supply down. These, oh man, even Blink completed. So these Zerglings will be able to do some good damage to these Stalkers, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to pick off all the Stalkers. Actually, with this attack angle, they might actually be able to, additional Zealots being morphed in, so they will be able to do some good damage to those Zerglings. But honestly, just take a look at the unit conversations. 39 probes to 19 drones. Bennay with an amazing lead at this point in time. He still has his natural up, and basically with full mining. His main does have a little bit of lackluster mining on the minerals, but still a very healthy probe count considering he just had a Zergling run by. Meanwhile, Golden, losing his natural expansion, does have units in his main trying to make an infestation pit with that lair tech that he ended up getting during that big aggression, but it looks like it's not going to pay off at this point in time. All of the units being cleaned up, Overlords even being taken out, additional proxy pylons being made. What more is there to say at this point in time? Drones are being pulled. That is never a situation you want to be in, especially when it's just drones versus Zealots and Stalkers. Awful, awful feeling, but looks like Golden is going to get cleaned up in this game. This was a best of 1. You have to remember that does mean that Bennay is going to advance on to the next round. That is going to be the round of 8, advancing on from the round of 16. So slap, good luck, and high five, I guess. A very well-mannered player over here from Golden, even though he did wait until he had 4 Zerglings left to leave the game, but still really cool game. Interesting decisions by Golden, although I don't really agree with some of the choices he ended up making. But anyways, that is going to be good game. So thank you so much for tuning in. This was the last game, actually, of the round of 16 from the Late Night Quickie 2 series. So tune in on youtube.com/FearDragon64 for the round of 8. I do believe I'm going to be casting every single one of those as opposed to a lot of the round of 16 games. I only casted some of them, and I only casted some of the round of 32 games. But from this point on, I do believe I'm casting every single game in the tournament. So be on the lookout for that. You can go ahead and subscribe to make sure that you do get a good sighting of all of those games. You can also go ahead and subscribe to my Twitch TV channel. That's twitch.tv/FearDragon64. I'm actually doing an event today on the day that this video is released. And if you are watching this much later than Friday, July 13th, well then go ahead and tune into the VODs. The game or the event that I'm doing is called the Battle of the Ages. It's going to be round 2 of full-timers versus interns. I actually have another one of these videos I casted maybe 8 or 9 videos ago, so you can go ahead and check that out while you're waiting for the cast to happen on my Twitch TV channel. It is going to be live streamed. It's going to be happening live in front of a live, not so studio audience, but still a makeshift audience indeed. I'm also hoping we'll have a webcam and everything. Hopefully everything will go very well. But it's going to be an Amazon intern versus full-timer show match. So go ahead and tune into that. It's going to be Friday, July 13th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, I will also go ahead and tweet out about it. You can go follow me on Twitter. That's twitter.com/FearDragon64, and I will make sure that I tweet a little bit before the event so that I can remind all of you. So go ahead and follow me over there so you can get that reminder. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys decide to tune in tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.